students. In the last lecture, we have taken these two arithmetic operators and relational operators, and we have seen the examples related to both the categories. In today's lecture, we are going to see the third category, which is bitwise operators. What bitwise operators? Java defines several bitwise operators which can be applied to the integer type or can be applied to a long, can be applied to short, character and bytes. The bitwise operators works on the bits and perform bit by bit operation. The bitwise operators which come in this particular category are AND bitwise operator. Second one, OR bitwise operator. Third one, we call as XOR bitwise operator. Or XOR bitwise operator. Fourth one we call as binary one complement bitwise or complement bitwise complement operator. Complement. And fifth one we call this as a left shift. Sixth one we call this as right shift. Seventh right shift with fill 0. These are some categories of bitwise operators that we are going to see in today's lecture. The bitwise operators are determined as determined in the previously that bitwise operators operates on bits. Say for example, let's demonstrate it with the live example. Say for example, we have an like this a variable int num1 equivalent to say 60 and int num2 equivalent to 30. Let us say int num3 is equivalent to 0. So we see that the bitwise operators operates on the bits. So it can be defined in terms of the bits. 60 can be defined as 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0. And similarly, your 13 can be defined as 13 can be defined in terms of the bits as 0 0 0 0 and 1 1 0 1. So when we are going to operate bitwise operators on these two numbers, they are not going to have an integer property or they are not going to have an integer division. They will operate on the bits. Let's take an example of first bitwise operator, that's AND. If we need, we are seeing, we'll do like this. Num3 is equivalent to num1 and num2. And we are going to use system dot out dot println num3. So let us run this particular. It says that the number is equivalent to 12. That means 60 and 13. 60 and 13 doesn't mean anything in terms of integer, while it is being converted into bit format, and those bits are being used as an AND. This means that these two are using as an AND operator. With the help of the AND operator, they are being executed. This means 0 and 1 means 0, 0 0 means 0, 1 and 1 means 1, 1 and 1 means 1, and all that. That means it will when we are going to calculate it, it will be calculated as 12 number. That's what we are printing. We are assigning that 12 number to this particular integer, and we are printing that here. Second, bitwise operator is and bitwise or bitwise. We say that num1 or num. You might have already gone through the logic gates where there exists and or, uh, and we are going to use same system dot out dot print num3. When we are going to run this file, it will see me. This will give me 60. That means upon or means or in this making a operation of the bitwise or between the two operands, it gives us the 61 as an answer. The third one will be that num3 is equivalent to num1 num2. We have seen that this is one of the bitwise operator in terms of your bitwise operator in the category of bitwise operators. So when we are going to run this particular, we will see that system dot we will see that system dot out dot print num3. So when we are going to run this particular file, it will give me an answer of 49. So again, all the bitwise operators will run in accordance with the same. So the operator negation, sort of negation with negation sign, sort of left shift, which will shift the bits towards the left position, right shift which will shift the bits towards the right position, and so on. So what you are going to do, you will try each and every operator at the home and submit an assignment to the via Google Classroom, which will be evaluated as in your internal examination. Hope you have understood the bitwise operator a bit. Similarly, the fourth category which we are going to take today is the logical operators. Logical operators are the AND operator, second one the OR operator, third one will be NOT operator. These operator might be you have taken already, and where but both the conditions will be true. That means if we are having two condition, condition 1 will be equivalent to true, condition 2 will be equivalent to true. When both are using as an AND, then our final uh, output will be true. Similarly, within an OR, if one of the condition either true or false or false or true, both will be equivalent to true. A negation will be true will be calculated or transformed into false if we are going to negate something, or if we are going to have negation, we are going to check, we are going to negate it. If it isn't true, it will be calculated as false. If it is false, it will be calculated as. So these are the operators that we have seen, or that we are going to use during the course of the action in terms of the Java. Hope you have gone through the material which I have provided to you in for operators. You will go through that, and if you have any question, you can ask me. You are free to ask the questions. Thank you very much for having patience.